A couple months ago, I had never heard of Alyssa Liu, but over the last few weeks, she's been one of the most influential people in the world. And I think there's one word that I would use to describe her: invincible. But underneath everything, there's a method to her madness. You see, Alyssa was a child prodigy. She started competing nationally when she was just 7. And then by the time she was 16, she was already competing in the Olympics. But then something shifted. In April of 2022, she quit seemingly out of nowhere. She had been skating out of a sense of obligation to authority, not because her heart was in it at all.
Was it a job?
Yes, yeah. Skating feels more like a responsibility or a burden even.
But then when she was 19, she came back. And less than a year later, she had won gold and was standing on top of the podium at the Milan Winter Olympics. This time around, her success wasn't from fear or from greed or from a sense of obligation. No, it was from something far more powerful: joy. And while they might not seem to have that much in common, another person went through a very similar rebirth: Dave Chappelle. Back in the early 2000s, Dave Chappelle was already a successful comedian. But in 2003, when Chappelle's Show came out, he became a superstar. It didn't take too long before things took a dark turn. In what the media called a mental health crisis, Dave Chappelle abruptly turned down a $50 million contract and left to Africa. It was widely reported as a mental breakdown, but Dave tells a different story. He was actually being held hostage by what he perceived as a greedy production system.
Baboons love salt, so they put a lump of salt in a hole. The baboon comes, sticks his hand in the hole, grabs the salt makes his hand bigger, and he's trapped, he can't get his hand out. And if he's smart, all he does is let go of the salt. Baboon doesn't want to let go of the salt. Then the bushman just comes, takes the baboon, throws him in the cage, and gives him all the salt he wants. And in that analogy, I felt like the baboon. But I was smart enough to let go of the salt.
And then when he came back, he started doing pop-up comedy shows in random neighborhoods just for fun. And there was something that was different about him. And it wasn't just that he had put on like 30 pounds of muscle. There was now this transcendent calm that radiated out of every word that he spoke. And that $50 million he turned down? Well, Netflix has now paid him more than $60 million for a series of comedy specials. So what sets these two apart from everyone else? The joy for their craft and betting on their hearts has made them emotionally invincible. They've completely removed any need for external validation. The Buddha taught that joy, along with kindness, compassion, and equanimity, is a fuel source that we can always rely on. When we act out of joy, it doesn't matter who's watching us or who's critical of us. Our fuel source is self-sustaining, and there's never any need for approval. In your life, look for where there is joy, or love, or compassion, and take that path instead, even if it's uncomfortable at first. Let those parts of you that are afraid or greedy go hungry. Let them die off. A rebirth is waiting for you, and that's the path that you're meant to take. I'm John, and this is Big Dharma.